Goes the family. Welcome back to Patterson L Properties. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded videos. Like I said, I went to Houston, Texas, just to get my bearings back, learned a lot, and it's amazing me. I'm amazed at how much the price of real estate all over the United States of America, from the high tax states to the low tax states, to the no income tax states. It's just a lot of the prices are kind of coexisting with one another. I mean, you could compare real estate in Texas to real estate in Northern Virginia and Maryland and parts of DC, and the prices are the same. The taxes might be different, but the prices are the same. So it's always interesting. Like I said, we are in a crazy, crazy market, crazy times, all that great stuff. But hey, today's subject matter, we talk about how more small houses are starting to hit the housing market right now. And today's crazy housing market, real estate prices are out of control and things may be slowing down, according to this article that I actually read today, family. The article stated that house hunters rejoice. The wild real estate market might finally be getting better, hopefully, particularly for first-time home buyers or anyone looking for a small house. Yes, inventory is still low, and it is. Nationwide, down 33.5% in July's compared to the year prior, according to the new Realtor.com data. But the decline is less than the drop in June. 41.1% new listings have risen 6.5% nationwide compared to the same period last year, and the inventory coming on the market could spell some good news for buyers looking for an affordable home. Now, smaller homes are slowly, gaining a larger share of the inventory, according to the data that was actually done, that actually shows in today's market. And before I go on, one thing I can say is that at one time, it was very normal for families to live in smaller homes. If one could go around the United States of America and look at homes that were built from the early 1900s to the early 1980s, most homes were, in today's world, considered very, very small. And I mean, from the West Coast to the East Coast, Midwest, and southern part of the United States, it was very, very normal for people to live in only 1 to 2 level homes. The article also stated that when it comes to single family homes, the share of houses for sale between 750 and 1,750 square foot jumped to about 36.3% in July 2021, up from 30.2% during the same time last year. Meanwhile, the inventory of homes between 3,000 and 6,000 square feet dropped to 20.1%, down from 23.4% in July 2020. I guess Zillow and other major companies are finally starting to slow down and buying up all of the single family homes now. The article also stated that while the median home price for active listings in the United States stayed the same between June and July this year, $385,000, the median listing price increased at a slower rate in July than in the month prior, according to Realtor.com. And for buyers, this may mean that the prices of homes will slightly go down, hopefully. And for sellers, they will have to consider pricing more competitively than they have in the past, i.e. 2020. Because in 2020, throughout most of 2021, sellers were, in a lot of instances, are still killing the game when it comes to real estate, being able to sell their homes at extreme overvalued prices. And most people can understand that. And that's just because of that. It's definitely a seller's market. I think it's going to be a seller's market for another year or two, just because the uncertainty of the economy that we've seen since 2020 and 2021, going into 2022, you see a lot of uncertainty with the lack of supply chain. I mean, heck, me going to a grocery store, Dollar General, nowadays, it's like you see a lack of a lot of inventory. I can't even find most of the stuff that I need. You see stuff is held up at ports. The labor shortage that you see going on in the United States of America right now. I mean, heck, even restaurants can't find enough people to work for them. They don't have enough. And because of that, they're cutting their hours, they're cutting the menu. So you just see cuts. And then you see the gas prices are crazy. I think in parts of California, it's up to $9. So it's crazy times we're living in. That's all I can say. For the last 2 years of 2020, 2021, there's been a lot of unpredictability in all aspects of life. So it is what it is. But we still rise. The article also stated that when people began snapping up homes in 2020 due to the pandemic-induced desire for more space and low interest rates because the people were working remotely, it led to soaring prices and aggressive bidding wars that boxed many buyers out of the market. While the craze has led to some homeowners making big money, it's also led to regrets among home buyers who snapped up homes too quickly. And for this reason is why a lot of us investors, including myself, waited and was way more picky when it came to purchasing investment properties. And this is why so many new first-time home buyers have decided to wait things out because they weren't comfortable with buying homes sight unseen and at those crazy prices. And I can definitely understand that. The article ended on this note: there's less competition now than there were back a few months ago. So that's a good thing. Hopefully it stays that way. And I think you're going to see less competition just because Thanksgiving's around the corner. Christmas is around the corner. We just, I've said this in previous videos. Nobody's really looking to make a move right now, especially people with families. Kids are back in school. It's just, I like to call this time frame the hibernation season from October to about March or April or whatnot, because, it's the winter season, the holiday season. A lot of people are looking to go on family trips. A lot of people are looking to, maybe take some vacations, but a lot of people are not really interested in moving right now. It's, pandemic or no pandemic, this is usually the time where people kind of get into hibernation season. They're relaxed, to chill at home, they're watching the game. They're not really looking forward to moving and whatnot. So even for people who are investment property owners like myself, it's harder for us if we have a vacancy during this time to find somebody that's actually going to move in that's actually reputable. It's like it's the crazy time. It's slowdown season. So that's why you see so many real estate agents killing it during the summertime, because when the wintertime comes, things slow down. But it is what it is. But it's very, like I said, it's very, very, very interesting times. But anyways, I digress. But it led to, we know it led to a lot of soaring prices, aggressive bidding wars, especially last year and beginning of this year, that boxed many buyers out of a lot of markets. The bidding wars box a lot of people out. Like, a lot of people just can't afford to buy houses right now. While the craze has led to some homeowners making big money, like I said, it led to regret amongst home buyers, and who snapped at those homes too quickly. You know what I mean? But anyways, the reason why most investors, including myself, were waited and was more pickier when it came to purchasing investment properties. And this is why so many first-time home buyers have decided to just wait things out, because they weren't comfortable with buying homes sight unseen. Like I said, I went through that. Homes are spending slightly longer on the lot longer time on the market. I even noticed some homes that went on the market in my neighborhood this time last year, a house sold within a couple of days or a week. Now I've seen one home that's been completely redone, new driveway, everything from the inside out, looks great. And it's actually a smaller home. It's a 2-level home, but the home has actually been on the market for about a month now. So I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. I'm not just quoting an article. I've seen, let me know in the comment section if you've seen it in your town too. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. More homes are spending a lot more time on the market because, like I said, for me personally, it's because of the prices, interest rates, and it's because it's hibernation season for a lot of people, especially families. People are like, look, man, it's the holidays. I want to go visit families. Last thing I want to worry about is buying overpriced home, moving. It's hibernation season. I can't put it any other way. So, but I digress. But anyways, housing trends report released by the National Association of Human Builders, that things are just, kind of might stabilize within a year or two. Sellers are also started dropping their prices within the last 2 months, with the share of listings that had price drops in July rising to 4.7%, highest percentage since 2019, according to Redfin. Fewer people are also applying for mortgages. The Mortgage Bankers Association reported that applications dropped 1.7% week over week during the week of ending July 30th, hitting their lowest level since May 2020. Plus, while people requesting home tours was up 14%, which is a good thing, from January to August, January 1st to August 3rd, that's a smaller spike than the 39% jump during the same period in 2020. Redfin reported, citing data from home tour technology company Showing Time. So there are positive signs and there are negative signs, but in 2022, we will have to see what happens But I think that depending on the various viruses that are out in the housing market, may be corrected sometime soon. So that's all we can, we have to see what happens in 2022. 2021 is basically over with, so I'm not going to really comment on that anymore. But 2022, it just depends on where we're at with certain viruses, depending on where the economy's at. The economy's good because there's a lot of jobs. The downside is you have a lot of people, you have this big movement of I want to get paid more from employees. You have this big movement, I want to work for myself. I don't want to go back to the normal lifestyle because everybody got a little taste of freedom during the pandemic, being home more, being around the loved ones more, and being away from people that they particularly don't want to be around, but they're just around because they got to make a living, So interesting times we're living in now. Then, of course, you got more people moving to income tax-free states. So, like I said, my personal opinion, unless there's federal help, I just see the East Coast, New York. I see New York and I see California suffering tremendously economically because of just lack of population. Lack of population means lack of tax base. So they might want to do something about that in regards to trying to increase people wanting to move there instead of just wanting to leave, right? But anyways, do the great thing for your things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember, Patterson Properties, we wholesale properties within the DMV area. We like to connect with other wholesalers across the country, and we love to connect with investors on all levels. And if you have a distressed property, don't forget to give us contact us. All our information is in the description. And as I always say on my other channel, Larry's Anything Goes LLC. Make money moves, or you're gonna live broke like a fool. Take care.